and welcome to my studio slash office tour video. I really wanted to do one while my room is super clean because I cleaned it up like crazy and we had someone come over to, clean up the house. And two, I've never really done one and I kind of wish I did one at my old place because even though the space was slightly smaller, I had some really cool features that I had in that office that I don't have anymore that I wish, I kind of archived, which I guess it's kind of archived in my streams, but I still wish I had it up on YouTube. So I'm gonna do one this year before the end of the decade. My office is not quite done. It's been probably we've been here about a year. I don't have that much art up in the walls. I have some of my art, but I don't have all of my art up yet. And I also don't have the art of the other artists that I would love to put up as inspiration up on my wall. So I haven't done that. I have a problem with commitment. I just feel like it feels so permanent once you put it up, even though it doesn't have to be. It's just a mental hang up that I have. But anyway, I want to stop talking and we're gonna start the tour. So let's go. All right, so I'm gonna go dramatic entrance into my office right here. Hi, monkey. And this is kind of like the sweeping view of it right now. I guess I can start in the spot where I spend the most time, which is my computer. I have my streaming set up over here. I have some files to do stuff. Need to make sure I don't have any, I don't even think about are there any things that should not be visible right now, like addresses or important documents. No, I think we're good. Okay, well, it's nothing too crazy. I have a 2-monitor setup right now. Keyboard, webcam, nothing crazy. I have a studio light up here, which I do have on just so we can have some balanced lighting, because I noticed in my other video, lighting was kind of going crazy. Sometimes I use this to get rid of all of the dust and cat hair that gathers on the desk. I don't normally keep this on here, but I was trying to keep it clean for you guys, so. But anyway, I have some art stuff, headset. This is my tablet, which if you guys watch me stream, you've seen me draw on it. I have a Wacom, I don't know how to say it, Cintiq. And this is my printer. It's a Canon Pixma Pro 100. That's my art printer. And then this blanket up here is used by my cats, which is why it's covered in cat hair, because for them, this massive printer is the equivalent of a cat bed. So the cats really love to sleep up here. I think if you guys watch the stream, you'll be seeing, you usually see Bucket or Monkey sleeping up here in the background of the stream. So it's kind of just to protect the printer from all of the cat hair from getting in there. I also have multiple other printers. I have an HP printer where I print my normal documents, and I have a label printer for when I do orders, and that's my scanner down there. Ooh, I didn't clean this, but it's just work drawer stuff, stationery, things for my to-do list, cables, business cards, notebooks. You will notice in this room, I have a lot of notebooks. This is kind of just a catch-all bin. I have my my notepad for when I do notes. I actually filled this one up already, so I'm starting on a new one. This is my Spanish studying. And just more stationery, envelopes, all that jazz. Ooh, I have my medications in there that I don't use anymore. And then we'll kind of shift back this way. I guess we'll go, is this clockwise? Counter. Yeah, it's clockwise. Okay, we'll go. We have this shelf over here. I have this little display board which has some photos from the various events and tournaments that I've been to, and family stuff. So, like siblings, friends, Me and the Shannons. And then I have like my Dota stuff on here, which my cats really love to mess with. Well, they only like to mess with Slardar. And then when they've knocked Slardar down, they'll mess with Kunka. Just those two. I don't know why. I have a Harry Potter wand in the back that we got from Harry Potter World. This cute chubby cat. I don't even want to say its name, Speaker, because it's gonna start up. And then it's like a nice like shelf. I have my Red Bull bottle in there. If you can dream it, you can do it sign, just to remind myself. Behind this is actually where I have all of my nail stuff. So when I want to paint my nails, they're all back here. My nails aren't even painted right now, only because when you do a lot of orders and I was cleaning a lot, I just didn't want to deal with all the chips. So we'll do that. We'll prepare. We'll get all dolled up before the holidays start. I think this is my 3DS case, which might or might not have it right now. I do have some art books and graphic novels over here, which I love to pull out for inspiration or just kind of looking at like pretty things. As you can see, I'm a big fan of the bats. I love Hush. I have Batman Year One. I have two versions of The Dark Knight Returns. They're original, old school one, and then a nice cleaner one to kind of match the rest. I want to get more. Mostly like for the artists like Jim Lee. I'm a big fan of Jim Lee. Really love Frank Miller and his writing. Alan Moore, Jeff Loeb. Mark Millar, I think, is up here. Red Sun, which I'm excited for the animated version to come out. I want to see it. Really great. Probably my favorite version or story of Superman. It's just so different and it makes sense, you know. I have Why the Last Man, at least the first graphic novel. I have a lot of books by Dean Yeagle. He used to draw those pinups and caricatures on Playboy. Never read them outside of or in Playboy, but I forgot how I discovered him. But I was just like, I'm in love. I'm in love with him and Mandy and the way he draws, and it's just so nice and fluid. And anyway, here. Let me try and see if I can show you guys. And then you have Pascal Campion. We have Lowish. I do have more art books coming, and I would like to get more. Yeah, Mandy. Actually, some of these might be not safe for work. Me. Anyway, like, you know, you guys can Google that. I don't know if I don't remember which ones I'm allowed to show. Then I have a lot of journals. Like I said earlier, I am an avid journal and notebook and planner collector. So I have, it's just the pricing guidelines book, journals, some Japanese language learning books, planners, different planners. I did my business law stuff back in the day. I have kanji flashcards, more notebooks, Genki, and learning Spanish. That's the shelf. I would like to get a nice, a taller, an actual bookshelf on here. So one, I can have these standing like upright, and I have my books split up upstairs and downstairs right now. A lot of my fantasy books are downstairs, so a lot of my Brandon Sanderson, Harry Potter books, they're all downstairs. Anne of Green Gables, that's not fantasy, but come on. So I would like to. Maybe I might keep them downstairs, but still, I would like these and whatever future stuff I'll be getting to be upright. So this shelf eventually might change. We have these are just little things of plushies, a lot of Dota plushies, Ricky, Axis down here. A lot of them are on our tree right now. That this lobster is covered in cat hair, Hello Kitty. My do not disturb thing for the door that I got during TI. Stole during TI. I don't know. And you can see we have our right outside my office by the stairs displayed is one of the many canvases in the house, but we're not into that right now. This is my, I don't even know if this is clean. It's my cabinet storage. Ooh, are you clean right now? Clean enough? I mean, I have props for photo shoots that I do. A lot of my packing supplies, shipping supplies are over here. Boxes for all the things. Command strips. Oh my gosh, this bin is full of every single badge and lanyard that I've ever gotten in my esports and art career. It's pretty crazy. I'm not sure what I want to do with it yet. You know, maybe either put them up on display, just have the bin, collect it. I'm not sure, but that's going to be a project that I can work on someday if I can think of what to do with it. And then back here we have this sword from, I want to say Iran. I think that should be from Iran. That's my violin. I have my tripod, my easel, or actually, is this the tripod and that's the easel, or that's the easel, that's the tripod? One of those. And then I have this, like, I never remember what it's called, stabilizer, gimbal, for when I'm filming, moving, you know, shots. And I just have a bunch of blank canvases down there as well. Oh, and this bag was for knitting, and that's me as a baby. We just have a lot of like this is just like file stuff, like very office storage thing. Nothing's at the top because I'm very short and I can't reach it, but you know, why not? Moving on to this shelf, it's just more packaging and storage stuff. I have these little posables. Where is your hand, friend? Oh my, we're missing his hand. That's gonna be a problem. I have to go find that. Unless it's in the box and I don't remember, but I don't think so. Anyway, some of my goodies and freebies from when I package orders, things that I use for aesthetics. Business cards, Pokemon, like, you know, just like sets, sticker sheets that I have, you know, that I can just pull for my shop. Packaging, more packaging supplies, nothing too crazy. I have my button maker down here and my paper cutter down there as well. Button parts are in here. Printer paper, all the different kinds of paper, sticker paper, cardstock. Washi tape is over in this thing. I have different kinds of washi tape here. I have some up here because I was packaging orders. Let's see. These are my 5x7 prints that I keep in here. Okay, they're just like easy to sort through, and although I probably should label what's in what. And I kind of know right now, but eventually, you know, when you have, I have 3 at the moment, I might end up with more. So I'll have to worry about labeling that moving forward. I have, let's see, I have these, I have tissue paper down here that I use to help with packaging orders, as well as these little craft foam squares that I use for my button making. I have, I'm so type A sometimes. I have this thing right here, which is for printer tests. I do a lot of printer tests. I'm very particular about how my paper prints. And so I use this to figure out, well, this is how my art will look on this type of paper. This is how my art will look on this type of paper. And you're looking at me like, Saj, you're crazy. They all look the same. They all look decent. Decent's not enough. Not for me. I'm very particular about the sheen, the shine, the texture, the, you know, color values, all of that stuff. So I keep track of what paper prints how and why and blah, blah, blah. Let's see, down here I have this bin over here is actually full of, what's it called? It's full of my seconds and mess ups. So any printing that gets messed up or is the wrong size, or if I'm testing prints at the time, they kind of go in here, and then eventually I might just make either a mystery box or discounted them and whatnot. And then these are my buttons that I have easy to grab for when I'm traveling to a convention or an event. And then I have like spare extras in here that don't fit in there that, you know, when I need to restock, I just grab from this pile over here. And then this one holds my stickers at the moment that I bring with me. These are all my stickers. Okay, and then just like more shipping stuff. This one holds as well as this. So these two over here for when I'm traveling. And I also have these over here for when I just need to pull orders, hold all of my enamel pins and my acrylic keychains. So yeah, keychains. These are just like not packaged, as in like they don't have backing cards on these ones. Although these two have, since I've already packed all of them. And then all of the ones with backing cards, like I said, are down here. So just easy to grab. Just more packing supplies that I use. And then I have just like backing boards. This is a spare table that I like to open up for when I do photo shoots or when I'm packaging orders. I like to have it open just like for extra desk space that doesn't have anything on here. These are my large prints, my 11 by 17s. They're in this 2 portfolio bags. I might have to invest in a third or just get like one of those big bulky big travel ones, but I'm not sure where we're going with that. So, but for now, these are the 2 that I have. I do have this little artist cart, very famous. I think every freaking artist on YouTube has one. You know, I could have gotten pink, but I chose not to. I went with black. It's the aesthetic of the office. It has a lot of different things. All my art supplies, my traditional art supplies. So, you know, you have my brushes, gouache, watercolors, my Kleenex, Clorox, or whatever to clean things. I think I was using this like recently, so I have my flow aids up here and all that stuff. All of my acrylic paints are in this shelf. It's quite a bit. I have the Martha Stewart like crafts one. I don't know. The colors are really cute. I have a spare paper towel here. I have pencils, charcoal, pastels, you know, large paint brushes. I have like these little spray bottles. It's just like a catch-all. I have my camera for when I do photo shoots down here, although usually that goes back in that cabinet back there. It was out here because I was doing photo shoots. I have a standing easel or a table easel here. I have a raid because one time I was streaming and we saw a spider and I freaked out and raid bottle came out. All right, I guess my camera decided that that recording was way too long for one recording. Anyway, this is where I do my traditional sketches. I also have, ooh, hold on. This is where I put like some of like, this is a test print. I don't normally print this size. That's the Joker piece that I did recently. Had to cover up a commission piece test print from behind. But yeah, like I said, it's where I do my traditional art. Sometimes I package orders here too. It kind of just depends on what's going on, or I do photo shoots here. But it's a drafting table, so it's tilted. Well, it's not tilted like higher. There's just like a slight angle to it. It's really nice. This is Happy Birthday, another art piece. I just have like some sketchbooks and watercolor paper over here. My Copics, I kind of stuffed them in here because the cats kept playing with it. I probably need a better way of storing them so that they're not in here. And I usually do keep them out, but then it gets very messy, but I wanted to keep the room clean. I just have a lot of, let's see, my toned gray sketchbook. painter's tape, tone tan. These are just like a lot of like different sketchbooks. Watercolor postcards for when I used to do subscriber postcards. Yeah, that's that shelf. More paper and bandages. Yeah, I don't know why that's in there, but why not? First aid. Probably hurt myself at one point. This is acrylic paper, Bristol paper, tracing paper, and I have another sketchbook or sketch pad down here. I use this one mostly for, I don't even know if I'm pulling it out. I use this one for Copics, I'm pretty sure, and I think I did this for, none of them are in here. I used that for Inktober a couple years ago. And then I have colored pencils down here. I think there's not much in this container other than the colored pencils. Prismacolor, and like a spare Cricut tool thing that I use, which we'll go over on that side. But this is my little keyboard up here to play and practice the piano. I have my headset. Shout out to Sennheiser. I have like, you know, in case I want to practice and not have anybody hear how bad I am. I have a couple of my art stuff hanging up here only because I didn't want my wall to be bare when I'm streaming. So this is what people kind of see when I'm streaming. So I had stuff up. And again, when it comes down to commitment, most of my art is not even stuck on the wall. It's just stuck on this grid wall that's being hung by command strips. These I actually stuck to the wall with some other commands, like sticky whatever square things, to try and get over the idea of sticking stuff to the wall. But I haven't done anything since then. Here I am. And then I have some of the paintings that I did on stream. So, focus. There we go. So we did Detective Pikachu on stream. We did this one. We did both of these, I think, on stream, right? I'm pretty sure. I know for sure we did the boat on stream because that one was the, can you guess what I'm painting? I did not do my little Pizuki cat on stream, but, you know, that's just some of the acrylic paintings that I've done. And then we have just a little stool, some blankets, because sometimes, like, I'll take a nap in here, or it gets cold in general, so cold in Arizona, but yeah. And then this one is a little present for my boy. Okay, and then we have this shelf, which has a label maker, my scale for when I'm weighing packages, my laminator, my, what do you call that, hot press? No. Something that heats things up. I have spare computer stuff down here, inks. And then this is my Cricut, which I have a love-hate relationship with. A lot of my mats, and then my 2 cutting boards are down there. And then we're back to the printer and the computer and the chair. So that's kind of it. That's my office in a nutshell. Oops, is that too fast? Let's do like another like quick, you know. I'll eventually put art up on these walls. Well, maybe not this one if I go higher shelf, but you know, definitely art on these walls. And maybe I'll fix that up someday. But for now, this is what you guys see when I stream. This is where I do everything. I draw, paint, package orders. That's a bathroom, so don't even worry about that. I just clean like brushes and, you know, run to go pee every game. But yeah, that's my little corner of the world. My little Sage office. Oh, I forgot to show you guys my Tide Hunter that helps me keep my back not from hurting, or helps keep my back from hurting when I'm drawing over here. But I hope you guys enjoyed this little tour. I've never done it before. Hopefully this was good. I can't tell. I might have to watch the footage and see if I was talking too fast, not being coherent because I ramble all the time, or if I was moving everything too fast, because if I get motion sick, then I'm like, oh no, people might get motion sick. But that's what I have. That's my little tour. If you guys need me to go into specifics of, like, say, my desktop tour, or, you know, what my art supplies are or something like that, just let me know. But otherwise, this is my 2019 office, and you know, if I go crazy with it, like, in the next couple of years, then maybe we'll do another tour. But otherwise, I hope you enjoy, and you guys have a great day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.